Hey everybody, this is Brad from Johnson Small Engines, better known as the One-Hand Mechanic. If I can do it, you can too. Today we have here a John Deere Z375R with a Excel Deep 54-inch mower deck. And today I'm going to show you, in my opinion, how to start and operate the machine. So I'm going to go over the whole machine and show you how to run it, and then we're going to take it outside and just run it around a little bit so you guys can get a little version of how it is to operate. First thing I always recommend is when you get your machine, always check the engine oil. Okay, so engine is here. This is a 25 horsepower Briggs & Stratton Extended Life Series engine. These are proven V-twin motors. I do like them. They actually run great as long as you take care of them. Okay, we have your oil dipstick here. This is your easy access to draining your engine oil. And then on the other side, we do have the oil filter, but we're gonna go ahead and check the oil. Turn your dipstick sideways a quarter turn. It'll come right out. Definitely don't just look at it. Wipe it off with a rag, and then there's two dots right here, and the oil level should be between those two dots. Now, there is a little quirk with these that I don't like, is that there's two little nubs there, and there's one here. If you look at the tube, there's two little nubs here and one here. If you put them in incorrectly, you can have oil seeping out everywhere when you're running the machine. So make sure you put it back in correctly. You're just gonna put it in, turn it closed, quarter turn out again. Make sure it's in between the dots, which it is right there. And we just changed the oil, so it's extremely clean. This machine came in with 72 hours on it, and it was pretty ugly. And I'll show you some pictures of what it was before I cleaned it. And if you guys want to get your machine as clean as this, I will put a link in the description below on how to clean your machine. I wouldn't suggest cleaning it all the time with water because the water just isn't good for the machines anymore. But every now and then, if you need to clean it up, absolutely, when it goes out of the shop, it's got to be a lot nicer than it was. I like this machine a lot, but there are a little bit of quirks. One, when you flip your seat up, it's on a pivot, and if you aren't careful, the seat will go all the way over and it will hit your plastic part of your seat cushion. And if you're not careful, if it's a cold day outside, you could crack your seat, so be careful. And if you have the armrests on it, which are nice, they fold, you can also put your armrest out a little bit, lean it down so it actually hits the armrest first so it doesn't hit. And the reason why I lifted the seat up because I want to show you in here. This is your gas tank in here, and unfortunately you cannot see how much is in here. I'll look it up and see how many gallons this is. Straight on, let it in there, fill it up to the bottom of the neck, and then screw it back on and you'll hear it click. Once you hear it click, you're good. You have a fuel gauge that's right here, and this light will go on. This light is there, so when that light comes on, make sure you fill it with gas before you run out. Under here is where the battery is. Under this one here, I have two little tabs. Pick them out and pull this up, it comes out. Now, as you can see, this is really nice, but as you can see in the picture I'm about to show you, this gets packed up. This was 3 years of no service, and that was horrible. So you definitely want to clean that out once a season. Use your handheld blower. You know, if you're blowing off the driveway, get in there and blow it out. Over here, we have another cubby for whatever you guys want to hold on to. It's a big storage space in there. This is the seat here, and it just on the back side of it, it is adjustable. And you can see how it has sliders right here. It has little openings. And this right here is the bar. I'll show you how to do that. But I had to silicone this up a little bit to get it to slide easier. It was 3 years and no service, and it was a little bit sticky. So just hit this with a little bit of silicone, and that works great. Okay, so coming around here, we have your covers here on this 54-inch deck. You can just lift them up to clean them out, which is a nice feature. And these mower deck spindles are greasable, so definitely grease them once a season. You have your emergency brake here. It will not start without the emergency brake in the up position. So if this is down and you wonder why you're turning the key and it won't start and your handles are all the way out, that's why it won't start. You do have to have your handles out and the emergency brake in the up position, which is on, to start it. Now, these are also right here with the arms. These are adjustable. You can adjust your seat, and I'll show you that. Okay, so this bar right here, you're going to pull this bar towards the front. Pull it out, and then you can slide your seat back and forth. Let go, locks it in. Pull it out, slides it, lock it in like that. And while I'm sitting down here, we do have your handle for up and down on your mower deck, but it comes with a very nice push bar here that actually will allow you to alleviate the pressure that's on. This is a tool right here that adjusts your mower deck height. Now, when you push down on this bar, you can bring your mower deck all the way up just by using your foot, and then it'll lock in the up position, which is nice. It's a nice feature. So you have to push that bar down a little bit and then push this handle over to your right, and then it'll go down, and let go of the bar at the same time. And then it'll go down to your deck height, which is set right here. And then you have all these different deck height adjustments over here that you can really fine tune how far down you want the mower deck to cut your grass, which is a very nice feature. The other feature is, and I'll show you, when we pick the mower deck all the way up with our foot, it'll lock itself in, which is really nice. So that locks it in all the way up. Then you can take your adjuster out. You do have to move the adjuster up 90 degrees, and then it'll slide right out of the hole. It does have a notch on it that when you put it in the hole, it has a notch on the hole, so it can only go in one way, and then when you roll it down, it can't come out. How easy and convenient is that? That's really nice. But the other feature with this right here is, if you have to get underneath your footrest, this is a 13mm socket, which is this bolt right here, and if you need to, you can just unscrew it with that, which is nice. They give you that. We're going to go ahead and put that in right there. Right here we have what I call the dashboard, or this is your PTO, your throttle, your key ignition switch. They do give you an hour meter, which is nice. When you start the machine up, now this one here has turtle, rabbit, and this is the choke emblem, okay? So when you're running it at full speed, you're gonna be at the rabbit, and you're gonna feel a little indent. Okay, so when you're mowing with this, you want this in the full speed because that cools the engine the best. It gives you the most horsepower, and these hydrostatic transmissions need the most horsepower out of the engine so they operate correctly. So if you don't want to go fast, you just regulate your speed with your handles. When you're going to start the machine, you're going to go ahead and put it up on choke, and that's one click past the fast. All right, you'll feel it. So as soon as you start it, now this is just my opinion, but I don't like to run any machine at real fast speed right off the bat. So it's going to take you up to choke, which is pretty much fast speed, but it's on the choke position. As soon as it starts up, bring it down off a choke, maybe halfway, let it warm up. Now it depends on the temperature too. If it's really, really cold outside, they probably don't like to idle very much, so you can just bump it up a little bit. I just like to warm up the machine myself. That's just my opinion. So when you start it, like I said, all the way up on choke, crank it until it starts, back down off a choke. When you go to engage your mower deck, which is your PTO right here, so the PTO is the power takeoff for the mower deck. This works by a switch. It's an electronic clutch underneath the machine. Pull this up, that will engage the mower deck. I've had people actually run out of gas, call me up, say the engine won't start after I filled it up with gas. It's because they left the PTO on. The machine actually ran out of gas, stopped in the yard. They turned the key off, went back, filled up the gas tank, and forgot to push the PTO back down, and it wouldn't start. See, right now, it won't start. You have to have PTO in a down position to start. Just remember that. Okay, so as far as, I'm just going to go ahead and start it briefly, and then I'm going to show you one other thing, and then we're going to take it outside, and I'm going to just show you the forward and backward on it. Go ahead and start it up on choke. I'm going to crank it until it runs. As soon as it starts up, I'm going to put it back down to idle. Now, I didn't want to run it too much because we're inside, but after you start it and you're ready to mow, you're going to go ahead and put the mower deck down to where you want it. Okay, let's just say there. Remember, before you bring these handles in, because they have safety switches on them, that you have to take off this emergency brake. Can't tell you how many times that I have forgot that this was up. I go ahead and put it in, shuts the mower deck off, or shuts everything down. Go ahead and put the brake off as it's running, and then go ahead and fire up your PTO. I usually fire it up about half throttle, 3/4 throttle, and then rev it up to full speed. And then you pull your handles in and you're ready to go forward and backward. So we're gonna go ahead outside, but I wanna show you one thing. If you guys have ever had your machine dropped off, or if you ever had it serviced, and you wonder when you pull the handles in and you wonder why it wouldn't move forward and backward. These are the hydrostatic relief valves. This is what I call J-hook, and you're just gonna, if you put it up into the J-hook position, which is like that, that's one on one side, that's the right side. This is the left side. If they're like that, that means that this machine is actually able to roll forward and backward. And if you ever need to move your machine, make sure the emergency brake is off and those are in the release position like they are now, and it should be very easy to move the machine as long as your tire pressures are up. But yeah, so that's how you push your machine if needed. But I've had a lot of people say, oh, it won't move. Well, it's because somebody who dropped it off forgot to engage the transmission. So now it's engaged, it's all the way back in the back position. Over here, it's now engaged. So these wheels should be locked in, and they are, I can't move it. So just keep that in mind. If you do need to push it, you can release them. And if it doesn't work when you get it back from a service or something like that and you're wondering why, check that first. I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to move this forward and backward and throw the mower deck on for you. Okay, so we're outside. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you again, starting it up in the procedures to have the mower deck run, and then I'm gonna show you just backward, forward. Pretty much when you bring your handles in, always make sure, now I just turned the machine off, and every time you turn the machine off, it will not run, okay, until you have one. You gotta have your emergency brake on. And if your handles are in, it shouldn't start either. Yeah, it doesn't start. So you gotta have your handles out, your emergency brake on before it'll crank. And obviously you have to have your PTO switch in the off position. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it up. Hopefully you guys will be able to hear me. And then I'm gonna throw the mower deck on and go in reverse. Now, just so you know, when you're moving this, it's basically reverse is both handles back, and then forward is both handles forward. And then when you wanna make a right turn, you're gonna pull the right handle back a little bit, and you're gonna just push the left handle forward, and that's gonna turn you right. And then when you're going left, it's just the opposite. So you're gonna go pull left back, push right forward. And now I'll show you. Give yourself about 10 minutes, you know, somewhere in a clear place. You're not running into things. And you can run it at half speed until you get used to it. But I want you to run it at full speed for the most power that this machine can give the transmissions and this mower deck. It's a 54-inch mower deck. It's a heavy mower deck. It needs all the power. But this is a really nice option for a zero turn. I really like it. It has a lot of the options that a lot of them don't anymore. So we're gonna go ahead and put the handles out, brakes on, all the way up on choke. Gonna start it up and take it down a little bit off of choke. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start the mower deck up at about 3/4 speed. And I have it set about where I want it for out here on the asphalt. And go backward. I already forgot. So right there, just as simple as that. I forgot to take the emergency brake off, just shut off. So make sure you turn the PTO off, and we'll do this all over again. Put the emergency brake down, put the mower deck on, handles in, backward, forward, and left hand, left hand forward, right hand rearward. If you want to go left, it would be left hand backward, right hand forward. That. Real small increments make you go. Just take your time. After that, PTO's off. I'm going to go ahead and put the emergency brake on so I don't forget. I didn't quite have it up to full speed. One more thing I wanted to show you guys. If you guys are out cutting your grass and you need to get off the machine but you don't want to shut it down, well, you can do that. As long as your emergency brake is on, your handles are all the way out, you should be able to get off the seat without it shutting off on you. Like so. Now you can go do whatever you want to do. You don't have to turn the machine off. Just make sure the PTO is off, brakes on. Okay, so that pretty much wraps it up for how to start and operate a John Deere Z375R with the Excel 54-inch deep mower deck. There are a couple of videos I'll put in a link in the description below. If you guys want to know how to remove and reinstall this mower deck, I have a good video on that. And also, if you have a machine that is very dirty, and this one was, I have a great video on how to clean your machine. I'll also put that in a link in the description below. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, share my channel with your friends, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.